it already. I am? You are. Everyone is until they learn not to. It's what makes people with no aura control easy to read. I'll also be teaching you how to hide your emotions even as you're projecting your aura to affect people. Can monsters manipulate their aura? Higher rank monsters can, Farah said. At your level, even mine really, the most you'll find is a few stealthy monsters that restrain their auras to hide better. I think stealth is going to be my thing too, Jason said. I'd best learn to restrain my aura properly. You're meant to be learning everything properly, she said. I'll teach you all the fundamentals, expanding your aura, narrowing it down onto some people and not others. Once I've taught you, though, it's your responsibility to keep practicing. Diligence makes the difference between crudely tossing around your aura and deft manipulation. Then I won't make my neighbors bleed out their eyeballs. You're a long way from needing to worry about that, Farah said. A long way. But eventually, yes. More immediately, the skill with which we control our auras is how adventurers make their first impressions on one another. If you can't do it properly, people won't take you seriously. Excellent aura manipulation marks you as an adventurer of training and distinction. So you're saying if I don't control my aura properly, I won't get invited to the nice parties, Jason said. Something like that, Farah said. When the rich and powerful bring contracts to the Adventure Society, they add bonus rewards to entice the best adventurers. At your rank, these contracts are usually first come, first served. Once you go higher, clients start requesting specific adventurers. That's when your reputation matters. If your aura control is sloppy, you won't get a second glance. Good to know. You're not expected to have the skill at iron rank, of course, Farah said. That's the time you're meant to be mastering the basics after all. But if you don't have a handle on it by the time you reach bronze, you'll find a lot of doors closing in your face. Rufus told me that just being an adventurer opens every door. Yes, well, Rufus may not be the best authority on what life is like for the average adventurer. The ones not born with talent, looks, wealth, privilege, and influence? Exactly. He grew up in one of the most prestigious adventure preparatory schools in the world, with kings and the children of heroes as friends. He's a great guy, but he's oblivious to what the rest of us go through sometimes. So, to him, adventuring is just a parade of people telling you how great you are and handing you sacks of cash. Exactly. I'm not saying the rest of us can't get there, but Rufus never even saw the low rungs of the ladder. The things we're teaching you now, he was learning from the womb. Then, if I'm going to catch up, we should probably get back to the lesson, Jason said. I like the ambition, Farah said. First, let me take you through the process. As I said, we start with projection to learn the basics, then move on to restraining. Once you can do both of these to an acceptable level, we introduce more sophistication. Things like focusing on one person or hiding aspects of your aura while projecting. That culminates in projecting and restraining at the same time. How does that work? Well, for example, just say you've hidden yourself, but you want to use your aura. So you blanket the area with your aura ability, but hide your presence within it. Sounds like a good intimidation tactic, Jason said. They know you're around, stalking them, but can't find you. Or you could just blow one of them up, Farah said. I find that intimidates the survivors just fine. You're a very aggressive person. There's nothing wrong with enjoying your work. There is when your work is killing people. I was talking about monsters, Farah said, her tone lowering with disapproval. They're just globs of magic. But they can still feel fear and pain. They still suffer. So do the people they kill once they've been around too long and gone berserk, Farah said. Her relaxed meditation pose was becoming rigid. You haven't seen a truly berserk monster. It's like they can feel their inevitable demise and want nothing more than to take as many living things with them as they can. Putting them down before they reach that state is a mercy. But mercy shouldn't be fun. Farah normally kept her feelings hidden behind a veil of amusement, but Jason's attitude had stripped it away. It's easy to moralize when you aren't even an adventurer yet, Farah told him, pointing her finger. You don't understand the price of what we do. I want to see how you feel a year from now. How many monsters will you have killed with those powers of yours? How many people? Your abilities are all about slow, horrible death. She got up, glaring at Jason as she brushed down her pants with her hand. That's enough training for today, she said. Put away the mats. She marched out of the yard through the gate in the wall, leaving